Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's have some crafting fun. Stay tuned. So it's still Christmas time in the studio and I am loving it. I am using traditional Christmas colors and today's project is just so stinking cute. It is going to be so much fun to make, so easy to make, and so economical to make. Here it is, guys. Don't you love him already? He is so cute. And when finished, this box measures 8.5 by 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and it is so easy to make. And this little metal piece here, Dollar Tree, these snowflakes are from the Dollar Tree as well. So we are going to make this awesome little box, and you'll see just how simple it is. So to start, we are going to need a piece of 12 by 12 paper, and the paper that I'm using is this wonderful candy cane stripe paper from American Crafts, and I purchased this at A.C.Moore. So you can see just how gorgeous this is. And then we are going to need some chipboard pieces. So we're going to need 4 pieces of chipboard that measure 2 3/4 by 8 3/8, and 1 piece for the bottom that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then we have this wonderful mousse, and he's a metal piece that I got from the Dollar Tree. He starts out like this with a little base, and it has the metal rod going up the back, and basically all I had to do was just to keep bending it, and eventually it wiggled free, and I'm left with this. And then we're going to need a piece that measures 6 by 6 for the top. And then I have these beautiful little snowflakes that are also from the Dollar Tree, just to put on my box. Not sure if I'm going to put these on here or not, but I do have them. So let's get started on this. Okay, so to make our box, we're going to start with the 12 by 12 paper, and we're going to score this at 2 7/8, at 5 3/4, at 8 5/8, and at 11 1/2. And then we're going to turn our paper and score one end at 2 3/4. And then we'll turn it to the opposite end and score at 1/2 inch. And we're going to go ahead and do our lid as well. So we have a 6 by 6 piece. We are going to score this at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 on all 4 sides. And then we are going to go ahead and just fold and burnish all of our scores, and that way we'll have this part of the process out of the way. And then I'll bring in my 12 by 12 and fold and burnish that as well. All right, so once we have our 12 by 12 folded and burnished, we're going to need to remove some paper. So we'll have this small little rectangle here in the corner, and then we'll have a longer rectangle here in this corner. And these we need to take off completely. So I can angle cut in here at the bottom, and I'll get rid of that one, and then we'll get rid of this one. And then down at the bottom where we've got the wider flaps, we're going to go ahead and come in and just angle cut all of these. So basically what I'm doing is, here is my score running down the middle, and I'm just cutting at an angle on both sides of that score. The deepness of my angle is not really an issue on this. So we've got our glue flap here. So we're going to take this piece and then this piece, and we're just going to reduce them a little in size. Just like that. And now we can come back with our chipboard pieces and put this box together. So I am going to lay down all 4 pieces of my chipboard, and what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get the chipboard inside of my score marks so that they are not on the score mark. And then I'm going to just try to lay them down so that they're nice and even. And then all I'm going to do is come back with my glue and fold over my flap. And then with my flap folded like this, I have some decorative pieces that measure 2 3/4 by 8 3/8. And I'm just going to place these down. And I could have placed them down before I folded over the top part, but it really is all your own personal preference. So I'm just going to slide these up until the bottom is flush here, because the top will be fine. And I'll do all 4 of these. Okay guys, so once we've got the inside covered, if you want to cover the inside, we are now going to take our box, fold it up, and I am going to put my flap on the outside. You don't have to do that. This is just the way that I like to make my boxes when I'm doing them in this fashion. So I'll put glue on my flap. Going to bring this up, fold it over, and then we're going to get it stuck down and nice and even. So, and then just make sure you take your bone folder, put your hand on the inside of your box, and get everything stuck down real nice and smooth. And I love the way this looks. I love this paper. So here's the way that I put mine together. So my flap is in the back. I am going to fold this forward because these 2 side pieces will now go in just like that. And then I'll take this back piece and I'm going to place glue on it. I'll bring it up just like that. And then I can take my front piece and we're going to get that stuck down. Just like that. And I'll come back and I'm just going to take something, go in on the inside, and just kind of get that stuck. So then I'll take the piece that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Make sure that you measure it first to make sure that it's going to fit. And all I'm doing at this point, it was a little bit tricky, is I take it standing up and then I just place it down on the inside so you can kind of see it down there. And now we can make our lid. So I am going to bring this back in, and all we're going to do is we're going to remove this rectangle and this square from all 4 sides. So I'll come back with my finger blade, remove that piece, and then I'll come straight down, angle cut in, remove that, come down, angle cut in, remove that. And then while we have our lid flat like this, I am going to go ahead and just make a slit right in the center. And that way, that is where I am going to feed my ribbon through for my little topper. I'm going to go ahead and put my box together first. So I'll put my glue on my tabs. Going to bring this up just like this. Come in with my bone folder, get that stuck down, and I am going to repeat this process on the remaining 3 sides. So once we have our box together, we're going to fold our flaps backwards, and then we're just going to glue them inward. All right, guys, let's go ahead and place our lid, and let's see how it fits. And we've got a nice fit all the way around on this, and I love the way that this looks. So I am going to take the lid off for a moment because I want to go ahead and do the decorating. And I am going to bring in a piece of fur that measures 13 inches around, and this is 1-inch fur, and you'll find the link in the description box. And what I'm going to do is use my hot glue gun for this, and I am just going to lay down some hot glue. And then I'll just be wrapping this around the bottom of the box, starting at the front of the box. So everything else falls along the back side. So I'm just putting this down. And can't you see how pretty that's already making this? So I'll come over here, do the same thing. Run my glue, and then I'll place my strip down. Let's go over to this side. Bring in my glue. I'm going to place down 2 strips of glue. And then I'm just going to turn this so I can make sure that I'm laying this down straight. And we're going to come back and get that stuck. And then I'll come to the back. I'm going to lay down my glue. And bring this around and get it stuck down. And then I'll take this piece and just fold it over. But this time I am going to take the glue and put it on the actual fur itself. And that way I can just bring it, fold it over, and lay it down. And you can see just how pretty that is. And now I'm going to bring in my mousse. And you guys, isn't he cute? Look at that. So this is going to be pretty simple to lay down. All I need to do is take some glue and put it along the bottom, up here on the antlers, and anywhere where there is an indentation that pops outward. So I am going to take my glue, put it here at the bottom. I'm going to place some here in his armpits, some there on the antlers. And then I'm just going to place some right in here. Grab him by the top. And I'm going to stand it up for just a minute so I can get my placement right down in this fur. And then I'm just going to slide him down into the fur. And I'm going to let him catch. And I'll press that glue so that he stays put. I'm going to press at the arms. Press at the antlers. And then press right here at the bottom. And just look at this. Just look at how fun this box is. I'm going to bring my lid back in, and I'm just going to bend out his hat a little bit because I want that lid to definitely fit behind his hat. So I'll pop his little antlers out a little bit if they're in the way. And this will kind of sit up. And then I'll push him back just a little. And you can see just how cute this is. So let's go ahead and stand him up. I'm going to take this off, and now I'm going to feed through this little tiny piece that I cut out, and it's ribbon. And you don't have to do this. I just thought it was a cute touch. So I'm just going to take my finger blade and just kind of poke that ribbon through my hole just to get it started. So I have my ribbon strung through my little hole there. Got a nice little loop. I'm going to put my lid back on. And now you can see just how easy and fun it is to make these cute little boxes. So let's see if we want to add some snowflakes to these. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to see. Let's see. Yeah, I think I could add some snowflakes. So I'm just going to take my snowflakes off of the paper and just randomly place them on this box. And all that's doing is just giving me a little bit more interest and adding just a little more dimension to this project. All right, guys, so I have added the snowflakes to this beautiful box, and all I can say is yes. This is so cute, so cute. And not only is this a fun way to give a gift, you can put so many goodies in here, so many different things, and it is such a statement maker. But, guys, when you're finished with this as a gift, this is perfect for home decor. You can set these out year after year, and they just add color and Christmas to all of your rooms. And I am going to bring in the other one so that we can get a look at both of these, because this is absolute goodness. This is how you give gifts. This is how you do packaging. Packaging does not have to be boring, plain, common, and like everyone else's. Oh no, packaging can be interesting. Packaging can be art. So I hope that you guys have liked this project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.